morning, Pathfinder. I'm Lucas.
And I am Brooklyn.
Today is Thursday, February 27th, 2020.
Good morning.
Welcome to Pathfinder. What's your name?
I'm Laura.
Social.
Checked off?
And your fake. Have fun.
Thank you.
Come right this way.
All right.
On Wednesday, February 26th, Pathfinder Elementary held its second Leadership Day, titled Leadership and Beyond, where we welcomed over 40 guests from neighboring school districts. This day highlighted the growth, leadership, and voice of our students. This day gave our guests an opportunity to see the leadership of our students in action.
Our Welcome to Pathfinder team started the day off by checking in our guests and then turned the morning over to our public speaking team, who set the stage for a great day of learning together.
We are so glad you could join us for our second Leadership Day. We would like to tell you a little bit about our school.
My name is Brooklyn. I am a third grader. Pathfinder Elementary School has been open since 2008. We are currently a kindergarten through fourth grade building with 652 students. One of the things that makes us stand out in our district is the cultural diversity of our students. In our school, we have students from at least 55 different countries. Here's a quick video to show how our students are learners and leaders. Enjoy.
Coach Mosh and Mrs. Wright greeted guests and showed them our production studio for the Pathfinder Student News, as well as the processes we have in place for this daily newscast. Here are a few reflections from our guests. Seeing how the Student News worked alongside with other leadership teams was impressive, and I loved seeing the Student News in action.
Next up was our student leadership teams. This is where the students' voice really took charge.
Longer than the skinny side. Good. Kane, you can come on over. Oh, you got yours tied? Okay. We're going to take the fat side and cross it on top of the skinny side, okay?
Guests were able to see students work with a published author for advertising tips, get involved with a community project for an animal shelter, learn about Chinese New Year, participate in self-regulating strategies, see students create skits for school beautification, wellness, and upcoming school events.
Here is what our guests had to say about their experience. I enjoyed seeing the leadership teams in action. Seeing the kids involved in their groups gave us first-hand experiences in how the Leader in Me program actually works.
Easy, right?
Our kindergartners worked together to learn about Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, where they created a plan and then worked to accomplish their created plan.
A highlight of any PLC day is our monthly assembly. Our Leadership Day was no exception. Students stole the show by leading our school in our school song, set to the tune of Counting Stars.
We are Pathfinder! We are Pathfinder! We are Pathfinder!
Students also competed in grade level games. We announced the Best Class Attendance Award, and we dug deeper into learning about our habits. In addition, great job to our Student Lighthouse team, who presented a check to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society for $3,751. This is from the fundraiser led by this student team. Amazing work, team, and living the 7 habits within our school and helping our community.
Student reporters came down to report out to Dr. Dahl and Mrs. Bone about all the work taking place in each student leadership team. Our guests enjoyed hearing about the 24 different leadership teams working together to find ways to add value to our school or community.
Past speaker and her daughter, who are from Taiwan and speak Chinese. We looked at Chinese artifacts, we saw a video and asked lots of questions. We practiced our Chinese.
Lead lessons were next on the agenda for students and our guests. During this lesson, students learned about Habit 8. Yes, there is a Habit 8. Finding your voice.
Students were also able to practice presenting their leadership notebooks to their peers and guests as we warmed up for the Student Leadership Showcase later in the evening.
This is a time for you all. We love hearing your questions regarding the Leader in Me progress. Who has our first question?
At the end of the morning, a leadership panel was held and led by one of our students. During this time, our guests were able to ask questions of our students, staff, and even a few parents.
I think you find that there's a lot more independence with the kids because they do a lot of the leading at the school, and they are very much learning to be self-advocates.
Wow. Our students jumped right in and were able to describe our Leader in Me process at Pathfinder. Our guests commented by saying, "Watching the students jump to answer questions on the panel was awesome." Another guest said, "The students were great. I love the feel of Pathfinder. It oozes positivity from its inner webs. Students took pride and owned their teams and responsibilities. It is truly amazing to see students step up and run the show."
And the next year when they move on, they do the same thing. So they do the process like after a year. So so when they are doing the leadership teams, there's like multiple amounts of PSC days.
I just think every teacher is awesome. Like, even if the class is struggling, they won't always just like go over the top and get angry. Sometimes they'll maybe ask their kids, like, what do you think we need to do better at to help this be a better place?
And run the show is exactly what our students did during our leadership day.
And I know that the teachers normally stay late for school to plan fun activities for their class, and I just really appreciate them for that.
We are so proud of our students and staff for embracing the Leader in Me journey. The lessons, teams, and activities are developing students and teachers who are continually wanting to learn and demonstrate leadership in a variety of ways and help all of us find our voice. Thanks for being leaders and beyond, Pathfinder.